battling war. I'm dropping blows like hammers, I'm superpowered like Thor. I'm surgical like Virgil, every opponent I rip is just another stepping stone to my championship. Let's go.
Well, there's a webcomic I would recommend, Touch. It's a really good one. You may have heard me talk about it before. I don't know. It's a little thing called Cloud Scratcher. I'd recommend it. It's the best that I can find.
Yeah, we're not affiliated with it.
I'm a 4, okay? I'm a 4 and I'm poor.
Do you, like... Is Cloud Scratcher where you get, you know, ad revenue on your site and all that stuff?
Yeah, pretty much. And Patreon shit. And I have merch. And I have volume 1 where I actually took, because the artwork from episode 1, the first 4 chapters, kind of bugs me because it keeps getting better, and now it's like because it's also in a style I usually draw people in a realistic style, so I also have to make a basically totally new art style for this book, for this series. So still getting used to it in the first couple chapters. So what I did when I released the print volume, I redid the art. Like I didn't redraw it, but I went over and fixed the art, made it better, recolored it, that kind of thing. Redrew some stuff.
Does it include robots and Bjork?
It includes planes, and it's like for high-flying adventure. It's an adventure. Like if you grew up in the 90s or at least like those old cartoons, man, you're gonna dig it. You know, crazy villains, high-flying adventure.
I really don't want to be half decent with Mui Mui. Can you trash me so that I don't, you know, like have to go, oh no, I'm pretty good with and, like that's the kind of same thing where if when I pick up Injustice 2 and I end up being good with Superman, I'm just gonna be super butthurt because like, oh no, I don't want to play Superman.
Oh, by the way, on Hell's win pose used to be she took her jacket off and turned away from the camera.
Oh, God bless. Laura, have mercy.
Yeah.
That's still like the fucking best. Where in the Laura episode of MTV is just like 10. Like the episode hasn't even gotten started yet. It's just like 10. Damn it!
Oh, damn. Ow. Yeah, her jumping sea dive is really good. Good angle, good approach. Really good. You gotta take some time. They did make her easier to use than she used to be, though. But you gotta fucking... Oh, how do you get the first page? Archive. Stick right there.
Ramon sounds like he has the same Japanese voice actor as Zoro from One Piece.
I think he does, actually. Because he did before in the older games, and I think not very many people changed, so I think he does have the same voice actor before.
When Overwatch first came out, I used to play with Japanese voices. And I ended up playing Reinhardt solely because his voice actor is the same as Jonathan Joestar, the old one.
Oh, that's right, that does that, and then you launch. Okay, yeah. This is gonna end up getting me to play as other people than the fucking bosses and geese. Like, hey, I just figured out. I'm surprising how well I cooked this arena.
Well, like that's the thing that I experienced when I streamed Street Fighter last time, because I went into it playing Akuma and I was barely clutching it through, and then I tried Alex just for poops and giggles, and I have an account on both PlayStation and PC. I bought it for PC because you can mod that shit, and I got a much higher rank as Alex than I have been doing all the time. I've been maining, you know, Ryu and Laura and shit. And this is just a character I just picked up for fun. Holy shit! Calm down, Hulk!
Rise, you just be so glad your TV is muted right now, because Mui's voice is the fucking devil.
Well, at least it's not Psycho Ball! Psycho Ball! Psycho Ball!
No, it's worse. I'll gladly take a beating over Mui.
Different name is fucking cancer.
That was hot. Player
I have no idea what I'm doing with Ramon. It's kind of embarrassing.
It's like the same people.
Oh god, that fucking intro. Oh god, it really does make me flinch. Why? What is it with the Japanese and hype? This is why I can never watch hentai when I was a fucking teenager. It's like, oh, okay, everybody. Oh god, my. Oh, what is an erection? I'll never know again.
What? You had the luxury.
The women sound like kids. No, they sound like fucking squeak toys. Like, oh man, we need some ADR for this sex scene. Hold on, I got this. I brought my dog's toy from home.
I just imagine. I just imagine. Okay, Keitaro, listen up. So we need some audio now where the dad fucks his daughter, cause that's just how hentai rolls, I guess.
No, it's like the brother fucking his sister.
Oh yeah, right. And yeah, I totally.
And they have to describe it. That's the thing with like hentai, cause like we've done like a couple episodes of the podcast on hentai, because Japanese porn comics and porn anime is the weirdest fucking thing in the world. Like everybody has to describe what's going on. Like, you think porn dialogue in like Western porn's bad? Ain't got nothing on that shit. Like, I'll take like, oh, I don't have anything to pay for this pizza, officer. I'll take
officer. Hey, Mr. Officer, did you just happen to bring a slice of pizza? Well, I can't pay for it. Guess you better.
Say, well, while I'm here, I might as well fix the plumbing.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
But like, but the Japanese is even worse. It's like, I can't believe that I am currently at this moment having sex with my brother that I've known my entire life, but we're not blood related, so it's okay. So yes, that's something I say during sex, sure.
Also, I have a penis!
And like, it really does sound like Speed Racer dialogue. I can't believe that she has a penis. I thought this was a woman, but there is a penis, and that is not something that a woman has between her legs.
But I'm kind of okay with it for some odd reason.
I am now inserting the penis into your vagina, and soon the penis will be in your vagina, and there will be many pussy juices coming out of your vagina from the penis that I'm putting in here currently right now.
By the way, you're still my sister.
Like, bitch, I can tell! Shut up and fuck.
Yeah, but I just imagine, you know, like the whole squeaky toy thing, like, okay, dude, so he's going to go in and he's going to fuck her really hard now, so I just need you to, like, fucking go to town on that squeaky toy. He just goes in, puts the squeaky toy to the mic, and it just goes,
One of these days, you're just gonna be watching a hentai, and the woman's not gonna make any sound. And it's like, what happened? Did the audio screw up? And all of a sudden, your neighbor's dog starts barking furiously.
What, me? Watch hentai in this Christian home? I've always said there exists two kinds of people: the people who watch, who admits to watching hentai, and the people who lie.
Like I said, I just couldn't do it.
What?
Like, I know I'm a teenager full of hormones, but between the fact that the sex looks like an animated GIF looping and the women sound like someone is fucking just murdering a Smurf. Oh yeah, that's right. It was quarter circle back.
Only hentai I watch is Bible Black English dub.
Oh god, that's hilarious. Have you ever heard the English dub? Bible Black's the funniest fucking thing in the world.
I fucking like. You can watch hentai for two reasons, I find. You can watch it for whatever the fuck you want, and you can watch it for the funny reason, which is watching the dub.
What happened?
Now,
and
I'm going to fuck.
In high school, sounds like she's a 40-year-old chain smoker.
Now, I'm going to fuck your asshole.
Can I have some of your lunch?
Oh no! Hi, Kusunaki!
No one can pronounce anything.
Hi, Daisuke! Hentai in my good Christian suburb?
guy that plays Yugi did porno.
Yugi?
Yeah, Gangrene, who played Yugi in Yu-Gi-Oh! He also was in a bunch of hentai.
Okay.
He was in Stepmother's Sin.
Yeah, but like the funny thing about, you know, like dubbed hentai is usually that whenever there's some sort of domination scene, which is, you know, the entire thing, because Japanese girls, oh no, I can't want sex, so I have to be forced to it, and it's like, yeah, now that I've tied you up, I can do whatever I want to you. Yeah, you're just a filthy bitch. Like, it's just like,
Yeah, the Japanese also obviously have problems with women. I mean, their culture is kind of fucked up.
Like, no wonder the, you know, like, birth rate is declining.
Yeah, you know, like 88% of Japanese men are. By the way, her sweep has like crazy range and is stupid fast. You know, like 88% of Japanese men are admitted fucking pedophiles.
Well, fuck that. I wonder if it has something to do with a fucking stupid ass lolly culture.
Yeah, like they did a survey, like how young was the youngest that you would have sex with, and if you add up the results of like anything that isn't 16 or older, because that's a phoebophile, it's teenage, but like 12 or younger, 8 or younger, babies, and then one option was don't care how young! Exclamation points. Which was the most popular answer, by the way. If you add them all up, it was 88% of respondents. Which would explain why they like fucking squeaky girls and shit.
But yeah, like, I think one of the best things I've seen come out of Tumblr is the whole, okay, yeah, so I'm going to draw this hentai, right? It has this super hot, brown-skinned, blonde girl with, like, huge tits, and there's, like, a guy going, yeah, and she's going to, like, get fucked really hard, and the guy goes, yeah, by this ugly, no, super grotesque, no, fat piece of, no! I fucking love that one. Back to KOF, I have a surprising amount of fun with Sylvie.
I like her character actually. I didn't think I'd enjoy it for like as a character as much as I do. She's a former member of Nests, and which is why she's got all the crazy science powers. And like her whole deal is they treated her like shit because they always saw her as weak. And then she actually did get strong, but now because of the way she was treated, she has like all these self-confidence issues and shit. Which is kind of why she's all weird. She's basically got a complex for being treated like shit by Nests.
Nai is awesome for 2 reasons and 2 reasons again.
I don't like her much. I mean, her character's alright, but like the only reason that she's still in every game is there's a lot of perverts, like that whole no my, no buy thing. Like, man, do you not have an internet connection? Just look up some porn.
Who the heck's the blonde? That's Sylvie. Mr. Sandman, bring me your dreams. Make him the cutest that I ever seen. Oh shit, I didn't know I could do that. That's awesome. I love that spinning kick. Just because it actually makes sense in some regard, because like at least he's still holding himself afloat. It's not like the stupid fucking heavy crouch kick that Gal does, where he just happens to turn upside down to kick and then back again. It's like, how the fuck? And he's doing it airborne, by the way. Why does she look like Raw X 333 Spork in character work?
Oh, by the way, his Kukri's win quote there is, "You lost to the sand." He's just like, he's got sand powers, but he's shitting on you because you were beat by sand.
Does Dinosaur not have any more grabs than half circle back punch?
No. Well, he's got that jump again. That's his main grab.
Woohoo! How a cyclone!
Oh, shit. I'll be right back. My dinner is here.
Yes, sir.
My dinner has arrived, so I will be back in a couple moments. In the meantime, entertain your people with talk.
I shall do that. Because she's a fucked up science project. What happens if you take a 16-year-old twat still in her lol so random face and pump her full of legendary amounts of LSD? Fuck. Should probably not go back to room. Oh, well, members like I should probably. Oh yeah, thanks. Game. I think Kukri is my fave so far. Kukri is actually pretty cool. At first I was like, oh look at this try-hard edgy motherfucker, but you know what?
Alrighty, I'm back.
Holy shit, that was fast!
Well, it's here. I just had to go and get it.
Favorite fighting game is The Sims. I love the sequel of that, domestical abuse. Best fighting game is Neko Power.
I think my co-host Andrew just got triggered. I feel like using my mains again.
Andy Bogard. Speaking of fighting games, how are we not all hyping for Honor already? Well, it's gonna be good. I just, you know, like, it is a Ubisoft game, so take your hype with a grain of salt, is all I need.
Oh man, this dinner is good.
What are you having?
This is something I hadn't had before. I don't even remember what it's called. It's something I never had before.
Are you kicking my ass while eating?
Awesome.
Like, dude, he's an old man! Let up! Fuck, kicking the asshole. Oh no.
Incredible!
Purge me, bitch. My cannibal says otherwise. Well, I'm gonna spend Valentine's Day playing that shit, so I'm keeping it low. By the way, for those of you who are going to play For Honor, Team Die Riser is always ready to include you in the clan.
I don't even know what For Honor is.
It's actually pretty interesting because it's a fighting game MOBA by Ubisoft where samurais and knights and Vikings are fighting.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I have kind of heard of this. Heard like whispers in the dark. Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck
I
you!
thought you beat it.
Fuck you! Meter.
You're too strong. Player 1 wins.
It seems like the name of the game this week is just Riser losing all the time. Like, I had my friend over to play Street Fighter. We played like a set of 40 matches. I won 3.
That's why you have to go to glory, isn't it?
Yeah. Who are you? I'm the cook. Ah! Is slapping a fetish? Yes, it is. Everything is a fetish.
Winner!
Is that a demon geese you have back there?
That's his Nightmare Geese skin. It's a DLC skin that's a reference to Nightmare Geese. I've been using it.
I have been too busy just watching my character ping pong across the screen. This level in particular looks so much like one of the levels from Metal Gear Revengeance.
Well, it's actually a reference to the first stage when Yori first appeared in the series. The stage was a factory rig like this, but it was at dawn. Now it's at night. Oh fuck!
No, my Tetsu Sanko! Ah!
Good job.
I would pick Samurai even though I like to recite the Code of Old Knights from Dragonheart. I think I'll end up with Samurai just because I'm a huge weeb. Andy, I love you. You look like trash, but I love you.
I just love how Terry Bogard is canonically one of the best fighters in the KOF verse. And Andy went to Japan to learn this ancient martial art because they both trained to get their revenge on geese for killing their father. So he goes to Japan, how he met Mai, to learn the Shiranui art style, this ancient ninjutsu. And
Fuck everything!
and becomes like a adept at this ancient art. Terry's a better fighter by fighting in the streets. Like Terry's art style is completely self-devised, basically. That he got from just like fighting in the streets and living in the streets, and he's a better fighter than this guy that learned Japanese ninjutsu.
No, but that's because he has real practice.
Like his power dunk is literally he just turned a basketball dunk into a punch.
I love that. It's super fucking retarded. I love it. Shall we dance? No! I love how Verse basically has the what's it called? The same, uppercut as Urien has. Like that,
like slam down thing.
The double elbow up in the air thing.
Oh yeah, no, he's not doing that. He's just swinging his fist up and slugging upward.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
I'm a rude boy.
Like Rihanna told you.
Oh.
My old asshole. Allow me to do a DSP. I was blocking that! Oh my god, lag!
I didn't equip the coolant.
Again, one of my favorite quotes to come out of him recently is just like the Roman Spartans.
He's so fucking stupid. Also, shout out to the motherfucker in the Twitch who just referenced Gungrave, you the man.
Verse reminds me of the walking.
You ever seen Gungrave?
I think I watched a single episode of it during a time where I was like, I need to watch more of this Japanimation. What's this Tenho Tenga shit?
Oh god. Gungrave is interesting. It started out as a game with the character designs and concept and all that, and I think the story too was done by the guy with the Trigun.
Fuck you!
It's the guy with the Trigun. And
Player 2 wins.
and it was just like a mediocre shooter, right?
Yeah.
They said, let's do an anime tie-in. Now, what kind of anime do you think they do for an anime tie-in for a mediocre action shooter game? You know what you wouldn't think? The Godfather. Because that's what Gungrave was. It was sci-fi Godfather. Like, really low-key, deep story. Not the kind of story you'd expect from a video game tie-in. And it was amazing.
I actually like that.
The guy, the main character, doesn't even become the character that he is from the video games until like halfway through. Like, there's the first episode where he is, and the first episode's kind of eh. But then, like, from episode 2 on, it's like a flashback how he got there, and then it replays episode 1 later on. But now you hear his inner monologues. Like, you didn't when it first plays episode 1. You just see him do stuff and look at things. And then it plays episode 1 again, but now you see what was going through his head those whole times he was just doing stuff and looking at things.
Well, like, I actually like when you take a thing and you put a different spin on it. Like,
Oh, fuck!
this is gonna sound like I'm defending the movie, but I'm not. But I was watching Batman vs Superman yesterday. It's about, you know, I love watching trash, and you know, for all intents and purposes, it was really interesting to see the the fight between Superman and Zod from the human's perspective, like seeing the people caught in the devastation doing all this shit. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool if you had a movie where you have like a typical gumshoe beat cop who just, you know, like who just keeps getting shown up by fucking like superheroes and shit. Like, that's what I want to see. Like, where you take something that, you know, like you don't like One Punch Man, where you take something that everyone knows exactly what it is, then you put a different spin on it.
Yeah.
So, such as, you know, Gungrave, like doing a Godfather thing.
Yeah, and it's the world it takes place in is rooted in really. It doesn't feel sci-fi. It's not like, oh, cyberpunk, Blade Runner world, but it's the Godfather. No, it's a realistic world. It's kind of alluded that it may be the same world as Trigun. But yeah, it's fucking great. I'd really recommend it. Even when it gets into the stuff that's like covering the video game and you tell, oh, those were bosses in the video game, it's still really well done and like well written and everything. He does that.
Me too! But I think for other reasons. Leona, I love you.
Oh, by the way, Verse's quote against her is as her father, who she murdered even though she didn't want to, because she's also one of the people with the Orochi power, and she had that riot of blood. Genitz, the bad guy from the first story arc. Her father was one of the 8 heads of Orochi that he wanted to recruit for Orochi's awakening, but her father was like the leader of this village, tribe, whatever, and he's like, no, we don't need to bring Orochi back. Orochi will destroy everything, blah blah blah. And what Genitz did was fucking evil as shit. He basically goes and just like, huh, okay, so that's your answer? Alright. And he sees that he had a daughter, and it's like, sweet little girl, and puts it, and he gives it a little head pat. And then later that night, she goes insane, her power awakens, and she, with her own bare hands, slaughters the entire village.
Right!
And because he basically awakened it in her. That's what that head pat was.
Yeah! Fuck you!
And then Hydern took her in and adopted her and helped her control that power, which is why her hair turns red during her climax. Because it turned red when her Ride of the Blood would kick in, when she became Orochi Leona. So she's basically learning to control it now, like as the story goes on.
For some odd reason, I thought, you know, like the climax of that story you were telling was just like, and then he turned, and then he like patted her on the head, and then looked to the camera and was like, now the girl is a boss. Like, and it turns out it was Kira.
With all the JoJo references in the series, it wouldn't surprise me.
Killer Queen.
Genitz was fucking, oh my god, fighting Genitz still gives me flashbacks. I get PTSD fighting Genitz.
I have PTSD.
Like, oh my god, he was so hard. And Like in that game, I think remember correctly in the game where he was the boss, it took meter. Okay.
Yeah!
It took meter to do a roll, and he had a move where he could summon a pillar tornado like wherever he wanted.
God, I wanted that to.
And he had infinite super, and if his AI got on a loop, you could just literally never get to him.
God, I wanted to win with that thing so bad. That would have been the dopest. I love you, Geese.
Geese throws me off in this game because, like I said, I've been playing him like every game he's basically been playable. And he usually has a move called the Jaiken, which is like a forward dash. He like does a shoulder dash, and then he goes into 3 hits. And that was like his best approach. They were like crazy priority, comboed into stuff. It was like an awesome approach. They took it out of this game to sort of balance him a little more. They replaced it with that 3-hit move that he has.